Welcome to you. Today, for member statements, we will hear for the members from Harbour Main, Ferryland, Harbour Grace, Port de Grave, St. John's East, Vidi, and Mount Pearl North. The Honourable, the member for Harbour Main.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today to congratulate a fierce competitor who demonstrates athletic strength and grace. Shaylin Snow has proven her strategy as a world champion athletic with sights set on an Olympic medal. Hailing from Clark's Beach, where the home rink of Bay Roberts Bay Arena, it's no surprise to see how far this 17-year-old has come. With her grandfather's hand as a toddler, she took to the ice for the first time. Shaylin was scouted following a 2-week hockey camp in Calgary and received an invite to play on Team Canada. On January the 13th, she was part of the team that won gold medal in Japan. Shaylin now calls Raleigh College her home, and prep school has poised her for St. Lawrence University in Canton, New York, with a full athletic scholarship. She is hoping to pursue physiotherapy. Kudos goes to those who have nurtured this talent to rising, including her Bantam AAA coach, Bo Bennett, extreme hockey coaches Randy Piercy and Andrew McKim, and mother and grandfather. While it not be easy to see her go, it's great to watch her achieve her goals for all of us. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable, the member for Ferryland.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise today in this Honourable House to congratulate the Bay Bulls de Ballyne Athletic Association on the vital role they play in the annual regional winter carnival. I was fortunate to attend some of the events that were part of the carnival, including Seniors Outreach Dinner at Mobile Central High School. This was the 11th year for the event, which connects our youth of the region with seniors. The students provided exceptional entertainment with vocals, accordion, guitars and keyboards. In addition, the local cadet corps did an exceptional job in serving dinner for over 250 guests. This event is organised with the help of the staff at Mobile Central High School, the Bay Bulls Athletic Association, the Town of Witless Bay, the Town of Bay Bulls, and many volunteer community groups and organisations throughout the area. This annual dinner is one of the many that the Carnival offers to the residents and has become a great community event for the region. Mr. Speaker, I ask all members of the House to join me in congratulating all those involved and the Bay Bulls de Ballyne Athletic Association on another successful winter carnival and the tremendous work they do as a volunteer organisation in the region. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member for Harbour Grace, Port de Grave.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The commitment and dedication demonstrated by volunteer firefighters throughout the district of Harbour Grace, Port de Grave and Conception Bay North is indeed outstanding. Today I would like to recognize the Bay Roberts Volunteer Fire Department, in particular volunteers who have served for several decades. Firefighter Newman Parsons for 50 years, who was still an active member. Eric Norman, who is also an active volunteer and has served for 45 years. Trevor Bowering is currently serving with 30 years. Mr. Chesley Mercer recently retired after 4 decades of service. Clarence Mercer retired with 30 years. And Jeff Roach retired in 2018 with 30 years of service. The department was formed in 1942 and currently has 40 members responding to about 100 calls annually throughout the municipality as well as communities of Barroneed and Port de Grave. When they're not fighting fire and protecting our communities, these dedicated first responders fundraise for the Janeway Telethon and the Trinity Conception Placentia Health Foundation. They also support local charities such as the Helping Hand Food Bank, school breakfast programs, the Salvation Army, as well as the Royal Canadian Legion in Bay Roberts. Mr. Speaker, I am very proud of these volunteers and I ask that all colleagues join me in congratulating them. Thank you.
The Honourable Member for the District of St. John's East, Vidi.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I'm delighted to congratulate Richard Cashin for being invested into the Order of Newfoundland and Labrador, recognizing his significant contributions to this province as a politician, a lawyer, and Labour leader. Richard attended St. Francis Xavier University and Dalhousie Law School in Nova Scotia. He was elected as the Member of Parliament for St. John's West in 1962 and re-elected in 63 and 65. Richard Cashin became the founding president of the Newfoundland Fishermen Food and Allied Workers Union in 1971 and served in that role until his retirement. He also represented Newfoundland and Labrador as the Atlantic Commissioner of the Task Force on National Unity and served as well on the Board of Directors for Saltfish Corporation, Petro-Canada, and the Export Development Board. In 1989, Mr. Cashin was appointed an Officer of the Order of Canada. I ask the honourable members of this House to join with me in congratulating Richard Cashin on now receiving the Order of Newfoundland and Labrador. Thank you.
The honourable member for Mount Pearl North.
Mr. Speaker, I rise in this honourable House today to recognise Mr. Reg White, who recently received the Senate 150th Medal recognizing his dedicated work on behalf of Habitat Humanity NL. The Senate 150 medals were awarded to those who, through generosity and volunteerism, have made their communities a better place to live. Reg is widely known throughout our community for his contributions and achievements as a community builder and leader. Reg's lifetime of volunteerism and community service is a testament to his true character. To name just a few of Reg's other accomplishments, he is also a recipient of the Seniors Distinction Award, has been named Mount Pearl Citizen of the Year, and was inducted into the Mount Pearl Sports Hall of Fame. I commend Reg for his decades of volunteerism and help to our community. His contribution to the community he lives in can never be overstated. On another note, I would like to mention that in his youth, Reg was a page in this honourable House. His service actually spanned from Colonial Building to this very legislature. I ask all honourable members present to join me in giving thanks to Reg White for his ongoing contribution to our community and province.